All right. I'm going to look to the left tonight, Jeremy.
All right. I moved my camera to the right, so now I'm looking the wrong way. But it's
all right. I needed a little bit of room to stretch and dance. Well, I shouldn't do that. I still don't have that much room. All right. Jeremy, one thing I went back and I critiqued the show each week on, and that was we kind of skip ahead here. Right out of the gate, I think it is a good idea to start out with a formal introduction because I am learning each week there are new people that come here. And if they don't officially know who the heck we are, that's not the proper intro. So we'll set the hook. My name is Mike, aka Munster RC, and you can find me at Carry All RC Monday through Friday, doing our thing with Dreamer. This is our chance on a Saturday night to just sit around, talk the lighter side of RC. As always, each week, my man, you know what? I see what you're doing. You're on the other side tonight. I'm used to pointing to you this way. How appropriate. Jeremy, do not do us a disservice. Where do they find you during the week? Because that Addie's RC page on YouTube is catching fire.
Yeah, you can usually find me taking long walks on the beach. Over on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Addie's RC, Instagram, Addie's RC, and Facebook. Sometimes Addie's RC, sometimes as Jeremy Kilburn, aka Sergeant Major. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but I'm out there and available.
Well, and it's well said because Monday nights on screen, behind the scenes, you find you guys over there at Operation 11 Charlie. Proper respect and shout out to the boys over there and boys and girls at Operation 11 Charlie. Please, Monday nights, make sure you get over there. If you can't catch it live, like Jeremy says, all week long, let it ride while you're at work or in the background, whatever you're doing. You don't have to always catch it live in the moment. Just show your support, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. I think y'all have been watching YouTube long enough, and every YouTube show I watch, it starts out the same way. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, do we really need to say it at this point anymore?
We do because I look at my metrics, and I have over 1,000 people watch a video, and I only have maybe 10 subscribers watching the video. So it's there's a lot of people that poke in without hitting the subscribe button. So the more you say it, the more likely they'll hit it.
And I guess what I am starting to understand more and more here, I've been, at 50 years old, I've been late to the YouTube game and understanding what happens with the world of YouTube. But that's what helps the algorithm. If the easiest way I can put it, if you're putting the work in, a like, a comment, and subscribe, please. That's what helps. Absolutely. So Jeremy, we'll have plenty of time on the back end to do our thing and take mail call, recap. I got some fun little optic things we've been working on. A little update on the freaky skin stuff and what has been happening there. In the meantime, before we get too far ahead, I seen, dude, I've got 1,000,001 questions about that chrome wrap. That is freaking fire. I never would have thought chrome wrap. And I bet you're going to be able to tell me about the different shades and you got me thinking now. The wheels are turning. But there's another guy on a Monday night. Well, not just one. It's a group of these guys doing a Micro Monday show. So let's take a walk in the world of micros and listen to what RC Steve has to say about Micro Monday. This was a big hit. When we got to meet Dino RC and the rest of these guys, I love getting a chance to meet new people and what they're doing around the country and what's happening on every other night of the week out there in the RC world. So let's make room We're going to do our soft little intro, and then when we come back from that, we should have him on screen.
Ground control, we're loaded and ready to taxi.
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Close.
We're so close.
So close. Steve, my friend, how are you, sir?
Doing just great. How's everybody tonight?
We are
Doing
doing
good.
just freaking fantastic. So we will give you every opportunity to get the ball rolling with a proper introduction, Steve. Full name, where do they find you, where you from, and then we'll lead into what you guys are doing on Monday nights.
Sure, sounds good. So, what is up, everybody at Rad TV Show? Tuning in. It's my name's Steven Hidalgo. You can find me on the social media worlds, going by RC Steve 710 on Facebook or Instagram, YouTube as well. And one of the things that I like to do on Monday evenings, along with my good friend Mark, you can find him on Instagram also, Dirtmergert RC. But both of us pretty much are addicted to these little tiny trucks, and we've been pretty much in it heavily since the kind of the pandemic times when everybody was just stuck inside needing to do something. So the micro world pretty much caught on after those years, and it pretty much is in full power or full swing right now. So we pretty much have a weekly live Instagram show called Micro Mondays, where we showcase all the latest and greatest releases, products, or we bring on special guests to feature new releases, or simply just check out some tiny trucks and how everybody builds their own trucks. And also, we have a few occasional giveaways too, featuring new companies that want to get their products out to some of the solid, well-known companies in the RC community, giving away back to the lucky viewers that like to who enjoy participating, checking out these live streams.
Fan freaking tastic.
Yeah.
Well, that was a mouthful, sir. How long have you guys been doing this Micro Monday thing?
I'd say we started probably it's been about in the October of 2020, I would say, maybe early 2021. So it's coming on to like that 4-year mark now, which is pretty insane to say that I've been doing these tiny trucks, wrenching, building them, and customizing them for about 4 years now. So time's flying. It feels like every week there's literally something new to talk about, which is why it's super exciting. Everybody wants to come back because they're like, "Hey, did you hear about this latest drop?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're about to chat about it." So it's crazy how many products are developing for the micro RC community, or the crawler industry, I should say. Specifically, we like the crawlers when it comes to the micro scene. But occasionally we do have like some little bashers or drift cars and stuff like that we kind of share about.
The Grom phenomena.
Yes, exactly. Start them off young, or you want to save some steps, because I know a lot of us, when we get a new tiny truck and we see all these aftermarket parts, probably our first couple of trucks end up being fully brassed out, all the accessories you can put on those things, and it might not perform as it did when you just got it out of the box. You're like, hey, it was actually doing better, as it was stock almost. But now that so we kind of save or help people out, put them straight onto the game of what's really good and what we recommend. And of course, a lot of people, they're like, yeah, sure enough, these are some crazy builds that I've just made. So thank you for saving some time and making the tiny trucks more enjoyable. Most importantly, I would say.
Well, it's no question that the micro scene came along and took hold, and blown away at some of these more recent events that we went to, and seeing firsthand what people are creating and the cost. I mean, I'm looking at $2,000 micro builds. Like, really? How did that happen? Whoa, you got a full blown interior in this. My man took it super scale with that. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold
we
that
could
back
flip
up.
this. So how I pretty much show off the Micro Mondays too is normally I'm not showing my face too much because I like to
Okay.
kind of dive deep or engage the audience in the tiny truck scale realm. So you have the little scale garage and
Yep.
stuff like that. So a lot of up close details is what a lot of people appreciate. So I can simply
10-4.
flip my camera around real quick and show you guys what the tiny life looks like real quick. All right. So,
Holy crap.
yeah. So, welcome to the little shop right here. We're in widescreen mode, but it's okay. So, this is kind of what we see in the Micro Mondays area. There's a lot of trucks ranging from the fully competitive to the newer, FMS models to fully custom, scale performance where you have crazy LCG chassis and you still have hard bodies, full interior, opening doors, full doors, trunks, hood.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot
Time
of
out.
deep.
What is this?
Wow. Yeah. Well,
What
This
well,
is that?
one,
Did you print that, Steve? Like, what
no,
is
this
that
is
body?
This is actually a body that people can source or find online, such as like eBay, uh, Amazon, or like some of the international online markets like AliExpress and stuff like that. Uh,
I'm shopping right now. Holy
yeah,
crap.
I believe the
What?
model, if you type it in, I want to say it's a HG51, or simply you can just type in like 1/18th Forerunner, and you might find a similar body that comes like that. Now they come either in the white or like a aqua color. So
Holy
this is
crap.
fully painted and modified to fit like a chassis like this, which is a SCX24 high performance chassis made by
Now wait
Northwest
a
Chassis
minute. You're
Works.
getting the whole truck? It's not just the body? Holy
Yeah,
crap.
so I'm pretty much just sacrificing the whole driving chassis and putting it on a much more capable driving platform.
Is this a
Because
scam?
now,
It says it's 63 bucks. Is that right?
yeah, they're about $80 after shipping and all that stuff. Um,
Holy crap.
they're very cool, man. Takes a lot of work to get these trucks looking how it kind of does with keeping the full interior intact. So as you can see, if I flip it around, I actually chiseled out pretty much as I can. You could still see I opened some of the floor pan. I chiseled some of the seat. You could see his foot sticking out.
Looks
um
like every truck I own.
it
yeah,
does.
right. So, and with these SCX24 chassis, it really helps to have, especially if you're going to have a body of this weight and this size, to really get all that weight kind of shifted forward to get as much forward weight bias you can. So this one's pretty simple. It only has like some brass knuckles and some weighted wheels from Trio, and then everything else is just tuned from the link geometry and the forward skid design. This is literally, we're pretty much at a 60/40 weight bias, and I'm pretty surprised how it crawls. And so Man, these things are crazy. We have people making a whole bunch of micro accessories from scale racks to full on haulers to axle stands, you name it. There's a whole bunch of stuff to keep up the performance, and it's never ending, guys. When I tell you that there's different tire companies, large tire companies, getting involved in the micro scene, like J Concepts, got Pitbull, RC. We have RC four wheel drive, Trio, bunch of brands out there, and then it's just never ending. I don't know what else. Crazy electronics, guys. So when I say that, if you had an SCX 24 back in the day and you kind of weren't too enjoyed it, like the driving experience, now there's a lot of electronics that you can really stuff in there that are small, compact, and really make the driving experience much more enjoyable. Looks realistic, super smooth nowadays, and it's fun. It's something that you can literally throw in your carry-all RC backpack, have it at work. If you're on break time, you can just find a little park if you're nearby and get your crawl on. And these things, once you see how they work, how they drive, how they tackle on the lines, you'll probably want another one. And they multiply, basically.
That they do.
Yes.
Wow. Hey, I see the axial. No, never mind. I'm gonna keep quiet. Holy crap. That flatbed, that trailer that you're hauling on, that's badass.
Yeah, this is actually a custom 3-car trailer or 2-car trailer, depending how long you have your trucks. But this is made by Toto Designs on Instagram, and just honestly, he makes them gooseneck or regular
Yeah.
style, and you guys can. The world is your imagination. Custom like laser heat treated wood stuff. And yeah,
Bravo.
there's a whole bunch of 3D accessories or things that are being implemented. We have these hard bodies that are printed nowadays. The quality from the 3D printers nowadays, you can make it, this is how I haven't even painted this one. This is a body by VTech Electronics, little bug body. And then here's a similar type of hard bodies, and these ones come with like full little scale interiors. So this one's by Flub RC. These are like cool Toyota bodies. A lot of details you can put in them. I know you're a fan of scale details, Monster, so figured I'd try and show you a couple.
I literally blown away. Honestly, Steve, I thought this was going to be way more compy. Jeremy and I can definitely appreciate scale detail. So, bravo.
Yeah, so definitely we can go the compy way, and like I'll show you just quickly as an example. Like here's a little hard body comp style build. Another Northwest Chassis Works chassis, and they're pretty simple. Again, a lot of small electronics and forward weight bias. The things with the SCX 24s that I offer are these high performance, high clearance links. So they offer a lot of performance on the chassis that you need specifically. And, there's a lot of link geometry tuning that you can get with these little trucks to make, the normal lines. You can just keep pushing the limits with these trucks. 4-wheel steer is another one. It just goes on and on and on. And there's a lot of people that are diving finally into the scale life, which, I actually prefer the scale side of the micros, because sometimes, for example, This would be like a Traxxas TRX4M platform right here, kind of already done with the aftermarket chassis. But they kind of have their track width on the wider side, so a lot of the tires kind of tend to stick out. And finally, some people are kind of going back to the old school style because, in my opinion, it kind of drew me into the hobby of the micro side, being having the tire clearances nice and kind of tucked and more on the smaller side of the tires. So being like this one I have, this is literally my baby. Super tiny tires, and it kicks butt on the trails.
Fantastic
Very
work.
impressed.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, very impressed.
Well,
Yeah, and this
Steve,
is just like a few collection, but you guys, if you want to check out Micro Mondays one day, you guys watching and tuning in, you guys can definitely catch a lot more products and information, and just we're pretty much spreading out the product awareness as much as we can.
honestly, the one downside for us with your Micro Monday is the time zone. And that's the ball buster for us right now.
Yeah.
The older I get, the earlier and earlier I'm going to bed. So, you guys, you're literally West Coast, correct?
Yeah, pretty much right on the edge, right on the coastline near LAX area. So
Wow.
hey, we're not too far. If you're near airport, come to the LAX airport. Come say what's up.
Are
Well, that
you you go to a lot of events out that way?
Yeah, I'm planning to attend to the Pro Line by the Fire this year,
Very
and
cool.
I've been there a few times, which is awesome. One of the other events I'd eventually like to check out is the Axial Fest, a little bit more up north in
Mhm.
California area. But down here in the SoCal area, man, I'm so appreciative of the RC community that's down here, because there's a lot of spots that are almost iconic to the RC world. Considering, we don't want to get them too kind of like gatekeeping names and stuff, but there's like nice beach spots that a lot of people tend to go to get a lot of social media content, or just to meet with local people. If you go to this one spot in like the Newport area and you don't know anybody, you're basically gonna find somebody on the rocks with the truck, and you can go up to them and say what's up, and super cool. And a lot of the smaller community here in SoCal, they host a lot of events, swap meets, and soon there's going to be a lot more like of the micro competition stuff. So people who like the competitive side of that too, there's going to be a lot of that coming soon. And myself involved, I try and host a few events down here for the micro guys. So expect another one probably in the fall time, just because down here it is pretty hot right now. So I've been kind of
Yeah.
laying low.
Yeah, I can see that. It's been hot here.
Yes. Oh, I think there's just one more thing too I wanted to show you guys. So with being hot, or just kind of the weather being funky lately for everybody around, there are some cool things that you can do. And there is scale little micro courses now that are super popular. Try and show it right here. But these are just tiny little scale indoor courses that you can
All right.
check out by my friend, the Real Steadfast Media, and he makes them really lightweight, really portable. You can connect them together side by side, or you can get a full-on custom set specific to how big ever you want it. And it's just gonna make
What was that name again? Say that again. Real
sure.
steadfast.
The Real Steadfast Media, and you could find him on Instagram. And
Okay.
it's just cool people like that that we host and feature on Micro Mondays, just to keep expanding the RC community, because there's a lot of times where the larger companies kind of tend to, want to adapt to some stuff that they see, and they just make it their own at a cheaper cost. And overall, we like to still support the smaller RC companies as much as we can to keep the innovation going, and just, everything's always fresh and new. It's always welcome in the RC community for sure.
Very cool. Very cool.
That is very, very cool. So you really took us over the top here. Steve, I wanted to flip the microphone on you, get in touch with the personal side of what you're doing. I know you take the time to focus on the truck. This is going to put the spotlight on you and what you've been doing. That micro course really caught my attention there. So it's sold in sections, and it really, can you get it designed different paint jobs, or do they come in one style?
Yes, you can get all that good stuff. Let me show you right now. So
That is
show you
really
a little
cool.
bit better. It's easier when I flip the screen. So here's just one little, 2x2, 24-inch by
Yep.
24-inch section. Got a little scaler on here. There's a lot of cool features. You can go either direction. He's been giving away a few on Micro Mondays, actually. And he has occasional raffles if you're local to SoCal area. But yeah, if you hit him up, he can make any size you want. He makes them for RC shops and, personal
Very
use
cool.
and stuff like that.
I dig it. So obviously, Steve, you've been really focused on the micro thing. What do you have in the way of tent scale trucks? Have you started building that fleet?
Yeah, you guys probably be a little happy to see some cool stuff for the 110 scale, so I can kind of make some room and show you.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're bringing the Proline by the fire.
All right. Well, I have a couple RC four-wheel drive rigs. Have like a D90 that I need to finish up, connecting all the lights and stuff. It has like a full exo cage. And then I also have like this kind of little class 1, little competitive style 1/10 build. This is a full 3D printed body by Flub RC also. So it's kind of like a mini me version, or the big size version, I should say, of this one. A little bit different. But this one I've been kind of working on lately. It's more of the performance side, but
Is
if I
that
do
a
bring out,
Flub RC body?
yes, this is a Flub RC body. This is kind of a
Yeah.
prototype right now, so a little first sneak peek, guys. If you guys are going to Proline and you want to see it in person, you guys
Well, I
can check
recognized
this out.
it. I have that in 24 scale. I'm like, I could totally see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that square
got
roof line is iconic for Flub.
Yep.
Yeah,
NSDRC roof rack there. You
yeah.
got it all.
NSDRC. It's kind of went all out. I've been piecing this one for a few months, and this one's on like a full kind of LCG chassis. It's on an EXO
Nice.
RC Rainer. It's got all the little goodies in here. The Pro 500 internal winch, RS 800 V2 servo, VTEC ESC, a little, small Holmes 380 motor, and just all the little high end bits and goodies that you would want.
Bravo.
And
So
I
this
guess
is that the Proline build that you're trying to get done in time?
yeah, that's definitely the Proline build I'm trying to get done in time. And, that there is a couple other ones that are pretty much right at the finish line. You guys would probably like those ones a lot more for the scale looks. If you don't mind, I can grab it. It would take me like 30 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah, do it up. Steve, if you don't walk away, well, I think he shined it off there enough. Obviously, you can't not notice that carry-all backpack in the background. Now, Jeremy, he was one of the early ones. He got the earliest X2 Delta bag in early 2024. He was one of the
Oh, nice.
first to wait to sit there on the pre-order. Steve, we were talking about your Delta bag in the background with the vinyl wrap.
Yeah,
I
this
was
thing
killing
is
time.
super sweet.
It came out
Thank
great
you
with your
again
custom
for the.
X. No, it looks great.
I'll tell you what,
I
probably
like
one of the best backpacks that I ever had on
Bravo.
the trails, and a lot of people definitely know, like, oh, there's Steve. So that's
Rocking
super
the mud
cool.
flap. Look at this, Jeremy. This perked up Jeremy. Sergeant Major's got his attention.
I like a good
Yeah.
Land Rover.
So this was my buddy's. He built it, painted it. He hand raised or fabbed up the exo cage. There are some sliders also that he fabbed up as well. Wasn't able to. Well, actually, I just have them uninstalled to take off the battery. A lot of little scale goodies. He has put a little winch inside here.
I like the winch through the rear door. That's
Yeah. So all the little scale goodies. Try and open it, but it's kind of plain right now. I took off a wheel. This so
Great job.
very good.
Very cool.
Yep.
I love RC 4-wheel drive rigs for my 110. I love the Leaf Life. Honestly, my TF2 long wheelbase is super fun. After all the little upgrades I've done to it, and it's
Oh,
bulletproof.
here we got the wife dialing in. Check your text menu.
Check your text.
All right, thanks, Emily. I will check my or knife. Can you cut short? Oh, I can't get things. Ay. Daddy problems. Appropriate for the RC Dad show. We
There you
gotta
go.
cut it by 9:20. I gotta pick the kids up at the movie theater. They're seeing
Ah.
Wolverine and
Oh, cool.
Wolverine right now.
You should, like, if I were you, I'd have ditched this show just to go watch it.
Seriously,
I think that's what
bro,
Heidi and I are doing tomorrow.
Are you? Well, I
So,
think my daughter and I talked about. We flipped a coin. She was either going to see Deadpool again, but we're going to go see the Twister, the tornado one. What's that movie about the tornado called?
Twisted.
Oh, Twisted. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Well, Steve, I'm telling you what, buddy. You got your 10 scale game squared away. Obviously, you are a Cal RC factory team driver. Did I get that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Couple
Good
team
for you.
drivers for a few cool companies. Of course, Cal RC. We also
Bravo.
have a team driver for VTech Electronics, NSDRC, Northwest Chassis Works, and Flub RC.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
You are a very, very busy man. And I know Flub. Is he? Does Flub RC? Do they attend the Micro Monday show with you every week, or is he more of a guest spot?
Yeah, he's more of a guest spot. We'll bring Mr. Flub on when usually we have a couple new products. I
Okay.
don't know if you've seen his latest product, but he's always doing the hard bodies, and this one is super sweet, no exception. This will probably be my last little body I'll share with you guys, but this is the new Flub RC H series. So this one's actually very out of its own, very unique style. He kind of did a European style blend, taking a few features from like BMW, Volkswagen, and stuff like that to kind of make his own little performance, call it the E series. So again, always have scale details, scale interiors, and the print quality on this is just as it comes out. Quality is pretty nice as always. So shout out to Flood. He's always doing something cool for the micro guys.
Yep. Yeah, I have one of his UTV 18 body sets.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
The
got
Yoda.
mine right here.
Yeah.
You see the 18 bodies.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of the patina style.
Mhm. Looks
Trying to get good at that. What's
Jeremy,
your guys'
did you decide on Proline by the Fire? Are you ready to disclose 100% if you're going to make it?
Oh, we'll
It's
be there.
I'm at like 85%.
85. Okay.
11% better than last week. So
Okay. We're inching
we're
closer.
inching there. We're inching there. Yeah.
Well, you
that's
guys better
fantastic.
hit me up if you guys do. That'd be awesome to say what's up in person and, get a little snapshot.
That is
Absolutely.
definitely the West Coast event that they have down, lockdown, 100%. It's a well-rounded event.
I think that's the only thing too that kind of is like really tight scheduled for a lot of people if they were planning to travel in for Proline, because right back out of Easter the same weekend is like more RC events, if I'm not mistaken. Big ones too.
Yeah, it's a packed schedule when you get that time of year.
Yeah.
And it's, out on the west side, like you have NERSA, you have a bunch of other things that are stacked right around Proline by the Fire. So manufacturers, it makes for a long week.
Man, yeah, I could imagine.
Jeremy,
Sure.
do you have any questions or thoughts or things that you want to dive into with him?
No, I'm
would.
gonna I know I'm gonna go watch. I have a line of micros up here that I'm trying to keep them from multiplying. But it's like everything, like the Red Cat came out. I did a Red Cat, and I've done the FMS stuff for quite a while. TRX4Ms, if you put two TRX4Ms side by side, you'll end up with a third one.
Yes.
Then if you leave those three in the same room, you'll have like 12 of them. Like, I don't know how, they're like rabbits. They just everywhere. So I'm trying to keep the fleet to just fitting on that shelf.
Well, the year Axial dropped the SCX-24 bomb on us with like 8 trucks in 1 year, like that was brutal.
I remember that.
I still have them lined up across the wall, and every one of them we went all in on the Trio product, and I sat back just scratching my head like, why did I do that?
Yeah, most of these are all like Trio prototype part trucks, so you'll like
You
this
were
one.
getting them early to put prototype parts on. Yeah, it made sense. But the year the SCX-24 was going, that 1 year they were going crazy. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got?
Yeah, you're all
Trail
trailed up
wheels
too.
on
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say Trio wheels, the earlier ones that they obviously
Steve.
had the 8-hole and the Type Bs. Probably the Type Bs were the most popular ones that took off for the micros, for the 1.0s. A lot of people like the 1.0 style. And what I really like about the Trio wheels is that they still keep that nice tucked in offset. That's the most important thing, honestly, for me personally, just to come back to that scale life. And look at you. He really was joking, guys. Put two together, you got you do it one.
Yeah.
I've been known to scale out a micro or two, but it's and it's the exact same body mount. It's still the come hither clipless, like just nice and easy. Go trail the heck out of it. It's of course the bling bling, the trail axles and all that stuff. But yeah,
the TRX 4M, I would have to say, is probably one of the most like enjoyable, especially 100%. For something for a new person and getting into a micro. I would say a TRX 4M, or 100%. Even check out that new Red Cat. I'm actually kind of surprised how that thing handles.
Yeah.
But if you guys like the hobby side and you guys love to upgrade, you can't go wrong with an SCX-24. There's so many cool aftermarket parts already.
There's a lot of aftermarket support. Yeah. What's Jeremy rocking here?
Oh, what's up, Tyler?
Oh, look
The
at
Suga.
this.
Yeah, this is my red cat.
Ooh, you got one of those nice bodies too.
Yep. Yep. I got the big one
Oh boy.
and the carbon one. I'm a sucker for a Suga, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, this has all the trail goodie stuff on it. But this body, if you can see inside the actual interior of it, is the SCX-24 Bronco, and it fits
Okay.
directly in this body by happenstance.
Wow.
It wasn't done on purpose, but
Very cool.
it bolts right in.
Sergeant Major, I think we need to work on getting you as a guest on Micro Monday one night. One Monday night when you can stay up past your bedtime.
Stay up past my bedtime.
I think you could drop some jaws and share some wisdom and geek out with these guys.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I have the FCX-24 Blazer that I did the 12-hour enduro fix with.
Right.
So I ran that little truck for 12 hours on the
very
fix.
Cool. Yeah, last year, my buddy, you might know him, Daniels on Instagram or Facebook. He's from Austria, I believe, but he actually did the recon out there, and he used my TRX 4M links that I make. So
nice.
He survived.
Very cool.
He survived, so I can say that I'm G6 certified.
Bravo!
Nice. Well done. Well done.
Fantastic. That is super cool.
Very rad. I'd love to hang out one night with you guys. That'd be pretty cool. I'd stay up for that.
Yeah, you never know.
You got my attention to tune in more on Mondays. At least recap and see what you guys are doing, because you're sharing obviously very useful things. And if you're not in tune or in touch with some of these small mom and pop micro shops that are dropping product, you get to know. Look at those.
I didn't know there was a micro pit mat like that.
What?
Yeah, new micro carbon series, guys, and new micro mouse pad mat. They're now available. And shoot, why not? Next Micro Mondays, we're actually going to give away our last combo. So
hold it up to one of the pockets on your backpack. Does it fit the front pocket of the bag there?
The mag
yeah. Does that no, or even the other one, the rubber
carbon series.
The carbon series, does that one fit?
Oh yeah.
It's a little tight, but it fits.
Well, I mean, I know it would fit in the larger pocket towards the back. Yeah. It would definitely fit.
Easily fits right in the front, you know?
Oh, perfect. Oh, Heath, I'll be in touch on Monday. Holy crap.
Or just come say hi on Micro Mondays. You might win it.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler's in here.
Yo, Tyler.
Tyler Slane.
Yeah, Tyler, we'll talk on Monday. Holy crap.
That's the kind of funny thing is, like, I'll show one thing on Micro Mondays and like, oh no, Steve, my wallet, I'm sorry guys. I'm just excited as you guys are.
I just bought a freaking 18 scale Forerunner because of you already. Like, no, wait, Emily did log out, right? Before I start running my mouth here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, dude, that's exactly why we do this, is to hopefully, share something that somebody else doesn't know about. That's the whole point. Yeah. It's impossible to keep up with it all. There's just always something happening. That is freaking fantastic.
Way too much going on out there to try and stay.
Yeah. On top of it all.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I misread the text. I am going to see Deadpool and Wolverine at about 9:30. So that was my wife texting me. My daughter wants to pick me up. We're going to see Deadpool in about 20 minutes. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go rapid fire. Jeremy, did you have any last minute questions for him or thoughts? We can schedule you off hours to get you on the show. We're going to do a round of this and that. This is something fun that we do. We put the spotlight on you, Steve.
Okay.
Get to know the lighter side of who you are. We don't need an explanation. We don't need a full detailed explanation of your answers. Just simply rapid fire. For example, call or text, and give us your answer, and we'll keep moving forward.
All right.
Understood?
Let's do
Give
it.
me 1 second. Let me get the volume turned on this down. All right. Jeremy, can you hear the Jeopardy music?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it.
Jeremy's going to start the time clock. He keeps score. You're playing against him. He keeps track of this stuff all week, and you can check in with him for your prize if you win. So we'll start off like this, my friend Steve. Call or text?
Text.
What do you prefer? Text. Almond Joy or Mounds Bar?
Almond Joy.
F. Sorka or Yeah Sorka?
Yes, Sorka.
Go to a bar or go to church?
Go to a bar.
Again, I was hungry when I wrote these questions. Twix or Snickers?
Snickers.
Rattle can or airbrush?
Rattle can.
Autobot or Decepticon?
Autobot.
Rust bucket or Chrome?
Rust bucket.
Christmas or Halloween?
Halloween.
Pizza or Chinese food?
Pizza.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Cabbage Patch Kids or Garbage Pail Kids?
Cabbage Patch
Now,
Kid.
You're probably way too young for this. Some of these.
He's like, I don't know.
Slot machine or blackjack?
Blackjack.
Lexan or hard body?
Hard body.
Medical use or recreational?
Recreational.
Burger or hot dog?
Burger.
Jeep or truck?
Cheap.
Win the lottery or meet your soulmate?
Meet my soulmate.
Hunting or fishing?
Honey.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Action movie or comedy?
Comedy.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Samsung or iPhone?
Samsung.
You more likely to get a speeding ticket or a parking ticket?
Speeding ticket.
Boom. Heavy metal or country music?
Heavy metal.
Would you rather meet yourself 10 years in the future or 10 years in the past?
10 years in the future.
UFO or Bigfoot?
UFO.
Air guitar or air drums?
Air guitar.
BMX or skateboard?
Skateboard.
And Crocs or flip-flops?
Flip-flops.
Monster truck or NASCAR?
Monster truck.
X Games or Olympics?
X Games.
And call it. That is it, my friend. You survived a flash round of this and that.
Good job. Good job. I'll send you your scores by self-addressed stamped envelope.
It's super official, bro.
It's super official.
He's got to tally it up. It takes some time.
I got
A
spreadsheets.
replay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Steve, honestly, on a Saturday night, where can we go to just sit around and talk about RC cars? I learned a ton about the micro scene tonight. I was not expecting to be schooled so much. So bravo. I mean, great freaking job. You got my attention for Micro Monday. Holy crap.
Yeah, man. And guys, don't hesitate to hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. You can check me out at RCSteve710. And if you guys are interested, have any questions regarding like a micro truck, anything, feel free to just send me a message. I'm always here to just chat whenever I can, and yeah, we'll get you dialed in that's what you're looking for too.
100%.
Awesome.
Well, we need to talk. We will get together off record. We need to get a little closer on the carryall RC side. I know we've had a spot reserved for you. We want to talk more about what you're going to be doing out at Proline by the Fire, and I think you will be the perfect fit to help spread what we are doing. So we will work on that. We're going to get working on Jeremy over on guest spotlight with you guys on Micro Monday for sure. I can't thank you enough, Steve. We had a blast.
Yeah, likewise, guys, and appreciate you guys so much for allowing me to hop on the Rad show and get rad with you guys with the tiny trucks.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Anytime, dude. Anytime you have a seat, anytime. Again, we will follow what you are doing on Monday nights over on Micro Monday. Is there a special Instagram page, or how are they finding Micro Monday? Is it right on RC Steve 10's page?
Yeah, right on my Instagram page, RC
Yep.
Steve 710. If you happen to find any special guests that you might already follow that happen to join on live, you could probably see the live also from their
running
profile
there.
too.
Perfect. I will go back and update the notes and put something in the comments so you know right where to find you and what you are doing. Steve, I hate to cut you short, but we're going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. So I thank you again, sir.
Yeah, you guys have a great one. Enjoy the show, and thank you guys. Appreciate you guys again. We'll catch you soon.
All right.
Over
Take
and
care,
out.
man.
Thank you. Wow, Jeremy, we went to school tonight, buddy. Holy smokes. I learned a couple things, and that I never saw that Forerunner before.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
That's
detailed
pretty
hard
cool.
body.
Yeah.
$69, like, bro, out the door. I was expecting just to be buying the body.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no stranger to a Dremel and a floor pan, so I'll hack the shit out of that.
The smell of burning plastic in the evening.
Plastic and some shoe goo. I'll slap that baby right on the body. I'll get that on a chassis yet.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, good stuff. So, Jeremy, you got something gleaming over your forearm right there that I have been geeking out over.
This?
Yeah, bro. When you
like how
put
it
it on
shines
that table,
when you move it?
yeah.
Cool.
It's like you planned that. Look at that thing blinging. It's like a disco ball in the background.
Yeah, totally.
So
I can't wait to run it outside in the daylight in the sun.
you're gonna hurt somebody. Everybody needs to
on.
keep their sunglasses on. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
Is it safe to hold it up a little closer to the camera? Holy smoke. So give me the rattle. Say it there. What are we looking at? The BoomRacing Series 2.
BoomRacing Series 2 station wagon. This was just released and actually sold out twice already. Both shipments are sold out. Yeah.
Holy crap.
So definitely a very popular model. This is the 88. So short wheelbase station wagon, which is what everybody's been waiting for. And it is rock solid. I did a polished version because it is such a polished kit. It deserved to be polished.
You cheesy son of a...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I won't get into the detail of that shooting video first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And you can jump over to my channel and check out all the deets on how the body assembly went.
So did that go full build on Addie's RC start to finish? Is that the whole time?
Yeah, this will be the third in the series. I did like a kit overview of opening the box, and then I did a chassis review and saw some of the things that they changed. Put in there some of the, for new builders, like some tips and tricks to get through the build. And then the third one will be the body assembly. So
with a little run?
Yeah, if the weather holds out tomorrow, I might be able to go out at first thing in the morning and get a run in. But it's fully functional.
It's
ready to
storming like
hit the
crazy
trail.
here right now. It'll be
Yeah,
wet
yeah, we're
tomorrow. It is.
getting terrible
We're getting
storms rolling
hammered.
through the yeah.
The
Yeah,
thunder was like rattling the house.
as long as it isn't too muddy, I might maybe I can do a street video. I've done plenty
A
of off-road
sidewalk
videos.
on
I
the
could do a
sidewalk.
sidewalk or blacktop next to a sidewalk, make it look like a K rail.
Nice.
But yeah, what a kit, man. I'm blown away. The more evolutions that Boom Racing goes through making these models, and I'm calling it a model. This is a RC model, like legit RC with a legit model on it. There's no compromise.
I mean, you're
It's the
talking servo, like down to the servo, like
yeah,
quality, like a servo that you would trust running. Like you don't need to
yeah,
rip this servo out of the box. Like let
yeah.
rip run this
This
one.
thing, it's the chassis is flawless. They're so overbuilt and so over engineered. It takes a lot of abuse. Body wise, they're up there with they're beyond Revell. Like the modeling detail is like no other. I got Bella in the background back here. Hey Bella.
Oh,
The storms, the dogs are downstairs with me. But yeah, the modeling is dead on. I mean, all the rivet work. I mean, the rivet work is
brilliant.
I mean, it's on point.
Dude, the chrome wrap makes it pop. Like it
Yeah.
really accents those rivets beautifully.
So that's 6 hours of wrap.
Holy crap. So you
I'm
got to take your time because it will show every imperfection. If you have
absolutely, this stuff is like it's like super thin foil, and yeah, if there's a piece of dust underneath of it, it's
you're
going to look
screwed.
like a rivet. Like it's just going to
Yep.
pop. So
Pop out.
it takes a lot of body prep work to do, shiny surfaces like this. So yeah, it was about 6 hours. I'll give some tips and tricks in my video if
Okay.
somebody wants to try that.
Are you in there with a dryer? I mean, is that one of the tips that you would be sharing? Like,
Yeah. So yeah,
hair dryer,
this is
working it.
Vivid vinyl wrap. It's legit car wrap, and you have to follow all of their tips. Plus, you have to remember you're working with plastic, not metal, as your surface.
Be careful not to overheat.
So, yeah,
melting shit. Okay.
Yep. So,
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I can't say enough. Like this thing is, it's awesome. I've wanted another wagon for a long time, and this is perfect. 88 wagon with a Safari.
I love it.
The double roof for the cooling. Yeah, it's pretty trick. I like it.
Jeremy, every time that I get put in my place where I think you're not going to wow me, like I think the last build that you did is going to be like the stop all, and you continue to have an ace up your sleeve every freaking time, bro. Bravo.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to, people do polish these. They're aluminum trucks, aluminum bodied trucks with galvanized, parts on them, and they do polish them. So
is it electric like a Cybertruck?
It is not electric. It's not stainless steel. It's aluminum.
All right. All right.
But yeah, you can literally polish the side and make them look like this from the from the get-go. So, and this one's modeled after one of the Queen's fleet from 1964 or 5 or something like that. It was in a parade. So I
you found a picture and I was like,
that's what I'm going to do.
You found a 1-to-1 replica to build off of.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
So next week, Jeremy, next weekend, we're going to have a special guest with us. I think Monday, I want to have the artwork up and ready. I want to have the some of the clip art out there so we can do enough promo work to push this one, let the people know during Operation 11 Charlie Monday night. Oh, there's your final.
That's my muse. That's the real one. It's hard to see with chrome.
This is what Wes made Wes would always recommend this. Wes would always tell people, make sure you have, what would he call it? Like reference photos. Like
Yeah.
get them online, do
Yep.
your Google searches, kind of, you know, before you dive in, know what your end game is going to look like.
Yep. Yep.
That RC Ducky just reminded me, the little StreamYard logo in the corner here just reminded me of RC Ducky's patchwork that I saw on Steve's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Saw it on Steve's. Yeah.
I just realized that.
Ducky.
Well, listen, I'm not going to give you every chance to flex everything. So I did get a little busy.
What you got? Oh,
So,
yeah.
look at this. We found an exhaust muffler.
I like it.
Dual muffler, and
Nice.
we got a chase light. Endura makes a 32 millimeter dual pack for, it was like $9. You got the 2 1-inch red chase lights to put in there.
Yeah.
So a nice little file on Colts 3D. I think was like $3 or something like that to get the files.
Nice.
You know, DSM stuff that he has. Now everything is just primered and prepped. These are all Knights Customs beta test prints right now.
Yeah.
Just playing around with, I mean, it's a dull gray right now for a reason. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you stood that thing up, what a game changer, the way the print turned out.
Yeah.
I started out making small increments, going around the clock, standing up. And then when you're like, no, straight up, put it at 12 o'clock, let it rip. And I'm like, holy crap, what a difference.
Smooth as glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to keep that. You have to keep that orientation. Like if you have raised features like this that are rounded, that has to be on that plane for it to print well. If it's on this plane, it leaves those circles. So definitely straight up.
I got a couple of rolls of filament in the mail today from Amazon. Next day, I ordered like 11 o'clock last night. Just trying to expand some of the colors. Went with the matte gray and a matte black. The only reason why it came down to these stupid, where's my black Matty Cat at? The only reason why is because I've been having so much freaking trouble painting these, and I don't know if this is going to work, but to get all the black in between the headphones, I mean, the amount of detail that's in these, it's out of control. It is not the easiest paint job in the world. And if you see what they're doing with the detail, the eyes and all, it's out of control. So I'm going to try and cheat some of the painting with black filament and just go in with flesh tones around the side and see if that helps at all. I spend all this time getting to a point, and then I'll foul it all up with an eyebrow or trying to get the detail of the eyes. I must have printed 100 of these damn things. Like, I'm over it.
I got one of these. Oh my goodness. It was like an earthquake.
Oh,
I got one of these Ryobi magnifiers.
Yep.
And it like has a clip. You can clip it on your workbench.
Yep.
This thing is awesome. Because it's like you can really magnify. And then on top of that,
one at Harbor Freight. And I have it literally right here next to me, and I never use it nearly enough. And that's my own fault, because the second that you get in underneath this thing and you start painting with the light, you need this. You need the fine. I went and reordered all new brushes, like super detailed, fine microfiber, stiff little. I mean, the tip on these things is ridiculous, but this type of tip is the only thing that's getting into some of those little crevices. It just take time. You gotta let each coat dry. You just gotta take your time. All right, dude. We're gonna go see.
It's 9:15. You got a movie.
Yep. We're gonna head out. My daughter's probably freaking out on me here. She's gonna pick me up, and we're gonna head out to and this, not that I need heated seats. I'm sweating my balls off here already, but this new theater, reclining seats,
Oh yeah,
heated. They redid this theater. Like movie experience is not the same as it used to be before.
it's not.
I didn't
We
eat
go to the
dinner.
White Marsh one, and it's like that whole sofa
Experience with the
type thing.
tray.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
yeah,
Like right now, I'm like hungry. I didn't eat dinner. I'm not freaking out because there's actually
yeah,
food that you can order here. I can get me
yeah,
a plate of
yeah.
nachos
You
and
can get a whole dinner. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So we're going all in.
cool.
We made it work. Fashionably late as always. Tyler, we will be in touch. Thank you for everyone tuned in tonight live. Micro Mondays was the topic of the show tonight. I was teasing you our guest next week, sir.
Yes.
We are going to have the man, the myth, the legend behind Shift RC. Mr. Rodriguez. This has been a
Cool.
year in the making, trying to get this man tied down to come in here with us and hang out and talk the lighter side of RC with us. So Ryan will be with us. It's been penciled in the books for the last 3 weeks, and we're holding them to it. So I
Cool.
feel super confident putting my balls in a vice and putting it out there for everyone. I'm telling you, it's happening next Saturday. Ryan will be here.
Nice.
So we'll go from there, and thank you. And I'll give you a report on Wolverine, and well, you'll see it tomorrow. So let me know when you and Heidi get out.
Will do. And don't forget, the Olympic breakdancing is Friday and Saturday this coming week.
No, is this your dad joke, or are we
It's
really
Olympic
having
breakdancing.
breakdancing?
Like, I've been waiting for this the entire Summer
Like
Olympics. I
80s
want to see
breakdancing
breakdancing.
moves? Shut up. So
I,
the
I
rumor
want to see it.
is if they bring in something new, they got to get rid of something. So I'm
Oh,
wondering what event gets booted for breakdancing.
I don't know. Basket weaving? I don't know. There's Olympic sport for everything. But
Holy smokes.
yeah,
Okay.
the 9th and
When
the
is it
10th.
now?
The
What
9th and
9th?
the 10th.
You heard it here. Okay.
Yep.
You got my attention. I'm a fan of a backspin and a worm any day.
Hey.
If they're going to break out a windmill, I'm ready.
Yep.
Awesome.
All in.
All right, sir.
All right.
All in. All right. Let's fade them out here. I should have been doing this while you were talking. Hey, Dreamer. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Transition, closing video.